Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Sunday. We're here, NFL season, week one. Going to be an awesome season, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below. Go ahead and sign up with my bookie, guys. Get in on the action today. It's going to be a fun season. And yeah, we'll hop in it. 13 matchups today. Going to be a good one. Starting with the Arizona Cardinals versus the Washington Commanders. Washington opening up as a 7-point home favorite with the over-under at 37.5. Trying to find head-to-head here. Washington is 7-3 head-to-head wise. And it looks like Joshua Dobbs is going to be the starter for the Cardinals here. This is going to be a very bad Cardinals team. It just really is. The offense is going to be just horrible. Going to be very interesting to see just how the Cardinals even play this year. Washington should be fine. Looks like Terry McLaurin should play, which is good. Yeah, Arizona coming off a horrible year, losing DeAndre Hopkins, JJ Watt, and trading some of their pieces away, getting rid of Colt McCoy. I mean, they're in full tank mode. They're 0-8 on the road against Washington. 3-10 straight up against Washington here. We'll see how Sam Howell looks in his first real debut. But I think the defense will... I'm not expecting Washington's offense to do anything crazy, but I think the defense will do just enough here. And I'm going to get the half a point, and I'm going to take Washington -6.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Carolina Panthers versus the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons opening up as a 3.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 39.5. Head-to-head, Atlanta is 7-3, 6-4 covering the spread. Don't really see any crazy injuries here. No Jeff Okudah for Atlanta, so missing one of their cornerbacks here. And Carolina, pretty much a whole new look offense with Bryce Young. We're going to see how well he plays here. Got some weapons. He's got Thielen, Miles Sanders, so he's got some targets here. And Atlanta, we're going to see Bijan Robinson probably get a lot of carries. We'll see how he looks. And we'll see how Desmond Ridder looks. Two young quarterbacks playing here. I kind of like the Panthers here, +3.5. I think it's like the perfect line. So I'm going to stick with the Panthers +3.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Cleveland Browns. Bengals opening up as a 1.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 47.5. Head-to-head, Cleveland is 8-2. It's been pretty dominant head-to-head here against the Bengals. Looks like Joe Burrow's good to go, which is very good. Don't really see any injuries for Cleveland here. Bengals, coming off an incredible season. Losing to the Chiefs later in the year. In the postseason, Cleveland, not a good year, but getting a full year now with Deshaun Watson. They've got a good offense. They got a pretty solid defense too, so it's going to be a tough one. Cincinnati, 0-5 on the road against Cleveland. 13-4 covering against Cleveland. They've really just struggled against... they've struggled winning against Cleveland, but they're good at covering against Cleveland, which is interesting. But then they're 1-5 head-to-head against Cleveland here. An interesting matchup. We know how good the Bengals offense is. Joe Burrow coming into this a little bit hurt. Hopefully it doesn't really linger and he's fine, because I don't think anyone wants to see a hurt Joe Burrow, because it's just not fun. This is tough because Cleveland getting underdog value at home, and I'm looking at the line. I like the Browns +1.5 at home. I think a lot of people are going to be all over the Bengals here, and would not be shocked if Browns went outright at home, because that's just how the NFL is, and Browns could be a decent team this year. And I'm going to take Cleveland +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Houston Texans versus the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore opening up as a 9.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 43.5. Head-to-head, Baltimore is 8-2, 6-4 covering the spread. Houston coming off, just a horrible season, getting CJ Stroud, who really didn't look that great in preseason, but, it's just preseason here. We'll see. I'm sure he'll be decent this year. But getting a true road test against a tough Baltimore defense here. And, I think it's going to be tough. No Mark Andrews for Baltimore today. So, definitely hurts the offense a little bit, but I think Lamar Jackson will be fine here. And, coming off a 3-game losing streak last season, I think they get on track here against Houston here. They're 6-0 at home against Houston. I think that goes to 7 today, and give me the Ravens minus 9.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Indianapolis Colts. Jaguars opening up as a 5-point road favorite with the over-under at 46.5. Head-to-head, both teams are 5-5 in the last 10. So, pretty even matchup there. Don't really see any crazy injuries, except the Colts, dealing with running back issues, no Zach Moss. So they just have Deion Jackson and obviously no Jonathan Taylor. And, Jaguars new and improved. The offense is looking great here. Getting Calvin Ridley. So that offense is going to be pretty electric. We're going to see how they play. I think they'll be fine. Then Indiana, getting Anthony Richardson with their quarterback. We're going to see how well he plays. He's not the greatest thrower. We'll see. Hopefully he has a good year. Definitely going to be a force on the ground, though. And the Jags 0-5 on the road against the Colts. They have not won against the Colts here. But they are 6-1 covering against the Colts. I'm just not in love with the Colts here. Maybe if they had Jonathan Taylor, I'd feel a little bit better, but the running back situation is pretty horrible here. Don't have the best receiving room. Give me Jaguars minus 5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco 49ers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Niners opening up as a 2-point road favorite with the over-under at 41.5. Head-to-head here, the Niners are 4-3. Don't see any major injuries in this matchup. The Niners coming off a really great year, losing to Philly in the postseason, and then Pittsburgh, finishing the season on a 4-game winning streak, but not making the playoffs. And another year with Kenny Pickett. We'll see how they do. The offense and defense, I think, will be just fine. So we'll see what happens here. The 49ers, they are 6-3 against Pittsburgh, 4-1 on the road. I just love this Niners D. They're just like the perfect built team. And I think it's going to be hard to bet against them early on. Brock Purdy looks so good at the end of the season last year. And too many weapons with McCaffrey, Debo, Kittle. I think I'm going to take the Niners minus 2 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings opening up as a 5-point home favorite with the over-under at 46. Head-to-head, Tampa is 7-3. 7-3 covering the spread. Don't see any major injuries here. We know Baker Mayfield's going to be the starter for the Bucs. Tampa coming off a pretty disappointing season last year. Minnesota, coming off a kind of a disappointing season, but they got talent. Losing Dalvin Cook definitely kind of hurts a bit, but got Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins, Jordan Addison. They have a very skilled, very, very good receiving room here. And this Bucs team is just going to be a work in progress. They're going to be pretty bad or mid-tier if they're lucky this year, especially with Baker. It's kind of Baker's revival if he can even come back and have a good year, because he's just been very bad in the league. I'm going to take the Vikings minus 5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Tennessee Titans versus the New Orleans Saints. Saints opening up as a 3-point home favorite with the over-under at 41.5. Titans coming in, Head-to-head, Titans are 6-2 here, so they've been good head-to-head. 4-3-1 covering the spread. Don't see any major injuries here. The Saints, no Alvin Kamara for 3 games. Traquan Smith is out. Kendry Miller, their rookie running back, he's out. So they really only have like one real running back. It was just Jamal Williams. Titans finished the season 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on a 7-game losing streak last year. It was a rough end of the season for the Titans here, but getting D-Hop in free agency, Derrick Henry back healthy right now. Finally have, Treylon Burks. They have the pass catchers, so they have a good supporting cast for Ryan Tannehill or whoever ends up being the quarterback. I think Titans are a good underdog here. I think that's a perfect spread. Saints, we're going to see what Derek Carr looks like in his first year with the Saints. Saints always have a good D, but offensively missing some pieces here. So I'm going to take a shot with the Titans plus 3.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears. Bears opening up as a 1-point home favorite with the over-under at 41. Head-to-head, Packers are 9-1, 8-2 covering the spread. Most of that was due to Aaron Rodgers because, he did own Chicago for his whole career. But now that he's gone, I'm not too sure about that, how that's going to be anymore here. Green Bay, no Christian Watson. Romeo Doubs is questionable. This Green Bay offense, it's just going to be a work in progress here. I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen with Green Bay. I just don't think anyone has an idea. With Jordan Love, maybe they're really good this year, or maybe they're very, very bad and they're tanking. So I don't think anyone knows. We're going to have to see what they look like. They have no real leaders on the team, I'd say, like no go-to guys. They have Aaron Jones, a good veteran running back, but they have no real receivers, no real tight end, a lot of youth on this offense, mostly youth. And the defense, they've got some pieces on defense, but a defense that gave up a lot of points last year, especially to good teams. And Bears, another year with Justin Fields, who had a great end of the year last year, really ramped up the rushing. Had a horrible year. The Bears finished last year on a 10-game losing streak. They were like historically bad here. I like the Bears though. Getting DJ Moore, getting him a little bit of help on offense. The offense is nice with Cole Kmet. They got the receivers. They got the running backs. It'll be a committee running back after getting rid of David Montgomery, but I like the Bears here. I just think they're a little bit more talented, and I'm gonna take the Bears money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Rams versus the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle opening up as a 5-point home favorite with the over-under at 46. Head-to-head, the Rams are 6-4, 8-2 covering the spread. No Cooper Kupp for the first 4 games here. They're already very thin at receiver, so the receiving core and running, they don't have the best skill positions. Without Cooper Kupp, their receivers and running back room is very thin. No Jamal Adams for Seattle here. Rams, a very disappointing season last year, finished 2-8 in the last 10. Their last game was against Seattle, losing by 3. I just think it's going to be a very rough year for the Rams. I don't think anyone's expecting them to really do anything. They just don't have the talent. They really don't. They were a horrible road team last year, finished 0-7. I like Seattle. Geno Smith had a monster year last year. He's got great receivers, got good running back. They got a solid defense. Give me Seattle -5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we've got the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Denver Broncos. Denver opening up as a 3.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 43. Head-to-head, the Raiders are 8-2, 9-1 covering the spread. Crazy, they've been that dominant against Denver here. Denver. Jerry Jeudy is questionable. We'll see if he plays. I'm not too sure if he will or not. The Raiders finished the season on a 3-game losing streak. And, got the new quarter, got rid of Derek Carr. So they got Jimmy Garoppolo. We're going to see how they look. They still got Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs. So the offense is pretty solid, I'd say. And then Denver, just a horrible year. They were like the biggest headline in sports every week. Sean Payton comes in, gets rid of coaches, brings in a bunch of his guys. Another year with Russell. I don't think it could get any worse for Russell, so it can only go up from here. They got the talent. They got Javonte Williams coming back, Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy when he comes back. So they got the skill positions there to have a fine offense. The defense is going to be good. The defense kept them in so many in every game last year. The defense did, and it's going to be like that year. It's just hopefully can the offense score points, and I think they're going to score points this year, definitely more than last year. And I'm going to buy a full point. Give me Broncos -2.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Miami Dolphins versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers opening up as a 3-point home favorite with the over-under at 51. Head-to-head, both teams are 5-5. Miami, no major injuries. They're not going to get Jalen Ramsey probably till the maybe playoffs or something if they get there. I don't know, or maybe the half of the year. We'll see. So no major injuries for the Chargers here. Miami, not coming off not just an average year, nothing crazy. Finished the year 1-6 in their last 7. Chargers, another disappointing year. One of the most talented teams in the league, and they kind of just underperform every year. Got a great quarterback, Justin Herbert. Elite offense with Eckler, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and a very star-studded defense with Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, Derwin James. They got the talent. They got talent on both sides of the ball here. Going to be tough if they can contain Tyreek Hill on this offense. And then Tua, we'll see how Tua looks. He got hurt last year pretty bad. All that stuff going down. So maybe he can be healthy this year, because the offense will be great with him and Waddle. And the defense will be solid. But I'm going to buy the half a point. I like the Chargers at home in this spot. And give me LA -2.5 and money line at home. Then the last matchup, we've got the still have another one. We got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the New England Patriots. Eagles opening up as a 3.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 45. Head-to-head, New England is 5-3. Don't see any major injuries here. Jack Jones, one of their starting corners, is out, which definitely hurts against the duo of A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Philly coming off that tough Kansas City loss in the postseason. And, to win the Super Bowl. So, that was their year. Pretty much brought everybody back. Drafted some Georgia guys. So the defense got better. Offense is still great. Bringing in DeAndre Swift. So got good running back. Got, elite wide receiver room there. They are just 2-5 against the Patriots here. Going to be a tough one on the road, but I'm buying the point. I just like the Eagles. They're just much more talented than the Patriots. Give me Eagles -2.5 and money line on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants. Cowboys opening up as a 3-point road favorite with the over-under at 45. Head-to-head, Dallas is 9-1. 7-3 covering the spread. No crazy injuries here. Dallas. We're gonna see how they look this year, because Dak did not look good in preseason. I saw him throwing a lot of picks here. No Zeke, so they just have Tony Pollard. We'll see how he looks being the number one. And the Giants, got some young receivers. Got Darren Waller. Hopefully Darren Waller plays. I know he has a hammy issue, but I don't know. I don't think Dallas is going to be that great this year. I really don't. They've got a lot of talent, but Giants getting +3 at home kind of had some hype towards the end of the year. Daniel Jones getting paid pretty big. Great runner. They just needed the offensive help. I'm not sure if they fully got it, but got Saquon fully healthy right now. And yeah, I'm gonna take Giants plus 3.5 at home in this one. That's gonna be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.